on, message from 2 Oldham lads. What you saying?
Oi, oi.
Hello everybody. Right, today's video, as you've already noted from the channel, is about the changing face of Oldham. And what I've got is I've got a load of pictures that I've decided I'm going to give you what it was like and what it's like now. We're going to start with this. I've got a picture that you're looking at right now. That's the Teague. But I want you to pay attention to the back there. Look at the pictures. There's all sorts of mills, churches. The shops, as you can see, are still there, and so is the church and the rugby club, etc. Shore Road itself has changed a lot over the years, and I've got some excellent news. I'm going to bring you some scenes in a minute, but today, while I've been in Shore Road Estate, I managed to meet with some people from the church, and absolutely delighted to say that they've said I can come and film it next week. So I've got all my stuff, I'm going to do my research. There will be a video on St Stephen's Church. The next picture that you're looking at is, this is coming out of Shore Road Estate. You've got Beaver Street School there on the left hand side. And what's really interesting about the picture is the amount of green, the amount of trees that have grown up over the years. Now the photo you're looking at was taken in the 80s. And what they did is the edge, you used to be, that's the Oldham edge up there, you used to be able to see all of it. But yeah, they've basically just closed it over with a load of trees. We're going to have a look at a different view of that very shortly. Right everybody, as you can see on the picture, this is where once Oldham Brewery used to stand. This house here, or this building here, is still part of the brewery, but here there was another building, and there was also a tree around about here that's missing, as you can see. Oldham Brewery went into administration, I think, in 1980. I think it was 1982. And I think at that time it was actually bought out by, got the leaves on the ground, it look beautiful. It was actually bought out by Boddington's Brewery. This is the only bit of the brewery that's left now. As I said, they're not the other part down. The back of it's used for storage. But the site of Oldham Brewery, I don't know if I'd mentioned this in my videos before, and someone tell me if you can remember, but I think it used to smell, there was like a pea smell, like a stewed pea smell over Oldham that I used to remember from years back. This building up here, by the way, on the corner, this was the offices. In fact, we'll just go past, I'll show you I'll show you where it's still got the Oldham Brewery signs in the window. Look everyone, that's the old Oldham Brewery sign. Look at that, beautiful cave in there. Right, over there, by the way, that was the other part of the brewery. That bit is used for, they used to have a load of buses on there, but now I think it's like some sort of scrappage yard. Let's have a look around the side here. Look, here's a good example. Wait, look at this window. Oldham Brewery. So this is where the offices were. Trying to find the muffin stall. Where's the muffin stall? Not the butcher's. Muffins.
Son waiting for her. Nah. Get time to get lost. See you later. Hey, Gabby.
Where is?
Alright, Gabby. Oh, sorry.
Portuguese.
Always smiling. Honest.
Right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to head off out onto where the market used to be, and I'm going to show, well, there is a bit of a market on today. Let's have a look. This is Oldham Market as it is today, what's left. Actually quite a lot going on. The only problem is it's very limited in terms of what you can get. You've got a lot of material stalls, which is really good. If you like sewing, making your own clothes. I feel this video's turned into something that it wasn't meant to be. We've got rid of the old wooden stalls now, and well, that's nice. So yeah, it's a bit. Oh, there's an earring stall up here. Right everyone, so here you have the exact spot, the photograph that I've got, a couple of ladies coming up this stair. In the background you can see on the left hand side the old fruit and veg stalls that are no longer there. And there was also stalls here to this side. And then I've got another photograph which is around about here, and it shows various people milling about, and a lady in a fur coat. I always thought it was odd. That photograph, not that odd that she's in a fur coat, but she looks like she's got a lot of money. It was filmed, that was taken, I would suggest, in the 60s. But this is what you're looking at now, is Oldham Market. You've just seen me walk through it. So, I mean, to be fair, the only thing you can have really on here now is, if you like making things, you can buy lots of materials. There was a couple of, that's where the Oldham Baths used to be, up on Lord Street. Now, I've actually got a very interesting fact on Lord Street, and unfortunately I can't tell you the precise or the exact location. But on Lord Street, and I'm thinking it's probably going to be somewhere over there where the church is. And the other reason why I say that is because all around the market was terraced houses. It was just terraced all the time, with terraced houses. But anyway, this was before then. In the late 1700s, Oldham actually had its own jail. Now the jail, I've not got a picture of it, but I know it is fact. It had a jail, and it's situated on Lord Street. Now I think it was probably going to be over this area. There was churches built over here, around about here, there used to be a beautiful old church which got knocked down, and all along were terraced houses. Obviously the majority of us only remember it, well, I'm sure there's some people who remember it when it was terraced houses, but the farthest back I can remember is when the baths was there. Just so you know, they've actually turned that bit into another car park. To be fair, there's lots of cars on it, so there must be a need for car parks in Oldham, but God knows why. There's not much you can buy here anymore. But I want to show you another scene that I've got. Right, now this, what you're looking at, is now the Barclays Bank, but it's always been a bank. And on the photograph that you can see, on the left hand side there is up steps. Now obviously this is the new up steps, but there's always been an up steps here, an old up steps pub years back. I think that what you can see in it could be it. I'm not looking at the picture now, so I'm going off memory. It might also be a shop, but the building's still here, the building's still the same. I think we're going to have a look down at Parliament Square and I'll show you a few alternatives there, and then, in fact no we won't, we're going to walk up this way. We'll have a look at some of these old buildings. Unfortunately I can't get in front of this one to show you the same angle, but just here years ago in the Hilton Arcade, built by the Hilton family, there used to be a tobacconist here. I actually won £50 on a scratch card in there once. These baked potatoes, by the way, smell absolutely divine. Probably the best. Let's have a look in the side. I have shown you the Hilton Arcade before, but just for the sake of it, this is what it looks like. And this is where the newsagents actually stood, here on the corner. Anyway, I wanted to show you this. He's having a good time, isn't he? I wanted to show you this. This was presented to Oldham Town Centre by John Costello. Now, he retired from the old iron foundry in Oldham.
This one goes out to add it
This is actually a copy of what you would find at the side of the Thames in London. He's a belter, him, isn't he? Anyway, I better not keep listening because he might start charging me.
I'm out of that.
This particular one that I wanted to show you here, this building in the distance, some people will recognise it as the old C&A. It's a difficult one to show you a comparison. I do have a comparison. In fact, I think this is probably about it. So you've got the hairdressers on the right hand side there, and then you've got the old C&A building. And all the way under here, what used to be underneath this floor was the old St Peter's precinct. I always wondered, did they fill it in or have they just closed it over? I imagine they would probably have to fill it in to make it safe. But if you actually look on the side of the building, it's really difficult to not film in people's faces today. You used to be able to read C&A on the side of the building. Let's see if we can still see it. I don't think you can. You can sort of see where it was. But no telltale signs. Let's have a look around the other side. So we're at the top of West Street now. On the left there is the old C&A, and straight ahead, as you can see on the photograph, there used to be where you could walk down, literally at the end of this building, you could walk down underneath to all the shops that were down there. And I think there was 2 sets of steps, and they used to swoop round. And then obviously, well not obviously, they knocked St Peter's down, which used to stand in the distance there. I'm trying to remember where the Greaves, was it the Greaves? used to stand. I'm pretty sure, was it here? I'm sure Pete will put me right on that. I can't remember. I think it used to be here, you know. It used to stand here on the corner, and it was an old pub. They knocked it down. I've got pictures of that, what I'll put in as well. We're at the foot of the Civic Centre, so I think we'll have a scan up. Who wants to see Civic Centre's nuclear bunker? No, I've not got access to it. I wish I had. You've got the Oldham Civic Centre sign up there. Let's have a look at the crest above it. But we are up on a hill and I've got no bloody muffler still. After 2 years doing YouTube, I've still not got a muffler. Anyway, I need to make tracks back to the car. This is... Oh, we're right down side at Civic here. Come on, we'll walk down here. I don't think I've ever walked down here in my entire life. So, let's see what we can see. The Queen Elizabeth Hall. I don't know if it's named Queen Elizabeth Hall after the Queen or the Queen Mother. I suspect the Queen because it's a 60s building and she would have been Queen by then, wouldn't she? Look at this old building here, the old Civic. If you can walk all the way around, I will do. I reckon they must have... I don't know what this would have been used for. Oh, this is it. Look right on the side of it. These are the old... I really like that on the front of the old Queen Elizabeth. I've never been in that building in my entire life, you know. In fact, I'm going to walk down to it now. I like these boxes. They're just metal boxes that they've put on the outside. Let's go and have a look. I think Roy Chubby Brown's on. Right, just on the steps. Put some sensible shoes on today, as you can see. I do that for some reason. I wear like flip-flops all year round, and I've literally got about 60 pairs of shoes. In fact, I just bought another pair of shoes today. And I won't wear them, they'll just go in the bloody... Well, I will wear them at some point. I don't know. Anyway, we're not here to talk about my shoes. Let's have a look at the Queen Elizabeth Hall. But where we're walking down, there's only going to be a few more weeks now until the Teague retires, and I end up getting the new Micra from Nissan Oldham. My wonderful old boss, Phil, who's the manager there, has looked after me. As he does anybody who goes in there. You've always guaranteed a good deal. So highly recommend them if you want a car, and if you want a Nissan specifically, I suppose. Sorry about the wind, but the thing is, I'm carrying these, so it is what it is. But let's have a look. So for some reason, doesn't look like it's reopened yet. This is the base of the boxes. I don't know if it's like part of the heating system as what purpose they serve. Let's have a look. Queen Elizabeth Hall. Book now. Roy Chubby Brown. The legend, or the legendary. Saturday the 6th of November at 7:30. He's, there's a bit of controversy around him at the moment because people keep cancelling him. I think he was supposed to play in Sheffield and they cancelled him there. This is the Oldham emblem. And we can look inside. Look how dated it is inside, everyone. Can you see that? Look. Can you see that old panelling? Wow, I bet it's really mega interesting in there, you know. Let's see if we can see around the side. This is an area I've never filmed before. We're going to go through. I'm going to walk back to the car park near the, you know, the brewery. This is Barker Street Estate. Now, Barker Street, you know, in Oldham, was named. So this estate therefore is named. It's just facing That's the bus station across there. I don't know if you can see it, and candlelight just there in the distance. But anyway, Barker Street was named after a man called Thomas Barker. So Thomas Barker was a very massive, well, he was a big, he was into velvets, and that's what he did. Excuse me, I had a hair in my mouth then. Yeah, he did. I think he had a velvet company. It was something to do with them and the Jews up in Moorside. But anyway, Barker, Thomas Barker himself, he was a friend of Thomas Henshaw, who was the man who, trying to find my way through here now so I've got the right way. Yeah, he was the man. Thomas Henshaw was the man who built or left money so that they could build Blue Coat School. Now the interesting thing, he was in business with Henshaw. They were business partners, and there's also an Henshaw Street in Oldham, which I believe is named after Thomas Henshaw. I think we're going to go up this way. This should just bring us out where we need to be. Anyway, the interesting thing is, Thomas Barker is buried in the crypt in Oldham Church. And actually, if you watch my old video, well, not an old video, I did it about 6 months back when I went into Oldham Church, and I did a full filming of it, didn't I, inside the church, in the crypt and up in the bell tower. So I'm trying to pull this air out of my mouth. This is Brow Breck. I reckon this was probably built, when was it built? Barker Street Estate, was it the 60s? Must have been 60s, 70s. Anyway, Thomas Barker's coffin is actually on display in the crypt. Can you believe that? It's actually, if you look back on my video, you'll see it, because I go in and film it. And I didn't put two and two together with, as you'll know if you watch my channel, the thing is with me, I just go about and I stumble across things and I match things, and I'm going up this hill and it's killing me. My back's hurting and all. I fell on stairs, you know, about 7 years ago. Right, going downstairs at bottom, and I had a sock on. My foot went, and I went up flat, and then just landed straight onto, I don't know where I'm going here now. I might be too far down. Anyway, it don't matter. Yeah, I landed straight on my back on the stair, and I've got a swelling up my back. Doctors looked at it, they don't seem overly concerned. But yeah, it's God, I'm knackered. My back's killing. Hang on, I'm going to swap hands. Yeah, so sometimes when I'm walking, my back twinges. Plus, it probably doesn't help that I'm carrying too much bloody weight. These are old houses over here. Let's go and have a look at these. Right, everyone, we're walking down here. I'm hoping there's some steps. What we're doing is we're cutting through to near where I parked. It's like a little nice grassy area. It's a bit off the beaten track, but I don't care, I'm doing it. I can see a woman in the distance there, so look how nice this is. There's a tree fallen there, there's stones. Oh, the leaves are coming off the trees. I can't remember where I parked my bleeding car. I actually think it's over there, you know. Oh, I think it's up there and left. I'm absolutely boiling. This is bringing us out near the brewery. Yeah, it's up there, Trinity Street. Can see the back of the Teague now. I think I can anyway. I hope I can. Oh no, I can see the front of the Teague, that's it. Yep, so we're back where we started. That's where we've just come from. There's a fella up there then. I hope you've liked today's video. I hope I've shown you a few bits and pieces. If you've watched till the end, well done. I don't think many people do. I think I bore people sometimes, you know. But to finish the video as I started the video, I'll be doing a video next week of St Stephen's Church on Shore Road Estate, which is where I used to go when I was a kid. Me and my mate Angie still lives on Shore Road. We both used to go in and attend the church, and yeah, it was good. And the funny thing is, when I went in today to have a look around to gather my info, I actually was surprised. It still smelled exactly the same as I remember it, like 39, 40 years ago. It's crazy, isn't it? Anyway, gotta sound like I'm out of breath. But here we go, here's the little teague. I'm gonna get in now. And, oh God, got my muffins, look. Muffins. Oh, I went into Oldham Community Radio. They've given me this. They do a live at the Tommy Field. So I think next Saturday, if anyone's coming, I think I'm gonna go nip in. I nipped in just to say hello. I don't know if you've seen, but I did it. They interviewed me on the radio, which was really nice of them. Promoted the channel, but yeah, my turn to return the favour. So if you want to go to Tommy Field Live, it's free. Go in. They're gonna have some acts on, and they give me something else. Oh, and that's some more information on it. So there you go.